streetlawyer.com, and today I am coming to you live to talk about our dear brother Kanye West. So come on in here and hit the share and subscribe button, and please drop your hashtag B1 and let me know where you are from. Okay, and hit the share and subscribe button so that other people can join in on this lovely chat with us tonight. We are talking about Kanye West tonight, and the brother is giving back in any way he can. And why is this important? Why is this topic about Kanye West important? Not just because we have a black man here who is a billionaire, but he is a man with a plan. And it's nothing like a black man with a plan. So come on in here and drop your hashtag B1 in the comment section, and shout out your city so I can shout you out. So we got Miss Dolores Smoke, and she's liking this, and I am liking this too. Thank you for coming in here with me tonight. We're going to talk about Kanye West. That's right, Don Barrett. Drop that hashtag B1. Let me know where you are from. Let me know who you with. Because you know how we do things on Fly Nubian Queen Network, the network for melanated people like you. We are black first. We are black, and we are proud. We are proud to be all about our beautiful black business, minding our own black business here on Fly Nubian Queen Network. So tonight we're talking about Kanye West, our brother Kanye West. Everybody know Kanye West, right? We watch. If anybody who's been a Kanye West fan has seen Kanye West go from the starting out back in the day with College Dropout to Diamonds Are Forever, to Jesus Walks, to some of our great hits, to building an empire that included his Yeezys sneakers, Yeezys, and which has really made the man a billionaire. And what do you do when you have more money than you know what to do with it? You have to give back. And so that is why we are talking about Kanye West tonight. So we got Deborah Jackson from San Francisco. Welcome to the B1 family on Fly Nubian Queen tonight. We have Patty Cake in Long Island, New York. Okay. Let me see who else we got in here tonight. We got It's Me Over J. Renee Owens in Norfolk. All right. So let me get into this brother Kanye West. Kanye West launches plan to solve homelessness in LA. Kanye West is looking to give back in any way possible after handing out thousands of Thanksgiving meals to Los Angeles homeless population last week. Ye wants to go a step further and eventually solve LA's homeless crisis altogether. Now, I lived in LA for about 6 months before I moved all the way to New York City and became the wallstreetlawyer.com. And I remember, I'm an attorney, and I got my undergraduate degree in political science, always very interested in public interest law. And so when I got to California, I remember working at some nonprofit company after all this experience doing nonprofit work. And one of the things that I learned in California was that California is the homeless capital of the world. I think the world, definitely the country. But yeah, I think the homeless is known as the phrase is the homeless capital of the world. And that's particularly true because the climate is pretty nice all year round. So a lot of homeless people actually flock to California to live because it is a pretty good place to live if you are living outside. So I want you guys to thank God that you're not homeless. Take a moment and bow your head for those that are, and thank God that you have a roof over your head. And for those of us black folks that's out here doing the thug thizzle, a very nice roof over your head, which is something to be grateful for. But for those people who do not have a roof over their head and are living in those kind of conditions, Kanye West is stepping up and doing something positive for the community with all of his billions. He's not just bragging. He's putting his money where his mouth is. And so that is just something, there's something to be said about that. So according to TMZ, Kanye met with Reverend Troy Vaughn, CEO of the charity organization Los Angeles Mission, to discuss different ways he could help combat the city's growing homeless problem. Pastor Vaughn tweeted, "We thank Kanye West for showing his heart and generosity today and bringing over 1,000 meals with him in tow. Our heart is with Kanye as he continues to show his heart for people who are less fortunate." The Chicago legend hopes to work with the city leaders to put together a plan to feed the homeless and use his own organizations to assist the homeless in the education, jobs, and housing departments. Kanye plans to bring Sunday service to LA's Skid Row, which he believes can play a role in healing and inspiring the community. When Kanye West popped up at Skid Row in LA last week to feed the homeless with Thanksgiving meals, he even got on a mic and went on a stream of consciousness, which saw him speak to the power of Jesus Christ and how he plans to get his family back together by winning over Kim Kardashian once again amid her alleged divorce. Quote, "The narrative that God wants is for you to see that everything can be redeemed." This really, it touched me. It touched me. I want to know if it touched you. The narrative that God wants is for you to see that everything can be redeemed. And all these relationships, we've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've publicly done things that were not acceptable as husband, he said. But right now, today, for whatever reason, I am here to change that narrative. I am the priest of my home. I have to be next to my children as much as possible. So when I'm out of the house, I got a house right next to the house. I'm doing everything to be right next to the situation. Okay. And so he launched this long prayer. I want to hear, first of all, I want to know what you guys think about Kanye's prayer and Kanye's remarks. Do you guys, do you really think that Kanye West is going to get his family back? And I wonder, do you think that Kanye West is going to get you back? Fans are fickle, they leave you in a heartbeat, but they sure come running back in a heartbeat too. So I wonder, will Kanye West, we've seen Kanye West in his highs, we've seen Kanye West in his lows. But I'm wondering, I'm just curious to know, I think, everybody can be redeemed. What is it to be redeemed? Let's see. To be redeemed is past tense, compensate for the faults or bad aspects of something. So Kanye West rocked the MAGA hat. Kanye West talked about, he's had all these publicly embarrassing mental breakdowns. So I wonder, will he be redeemed in the eyes of the public? One would have to argue the fact that he is a billionaire tells you that he's already been redeemed by a very large population, because you can't accumulate that amount of wealth and that amount of success if you have not affected, and if a large amount of people do not love you. So again, Mary Dean Esquire here at the WallStreetLawyer.com, coming to you live on Fly Nubian Queen Network, the network for melanated people like you. And if you are looking to grow your business, please check out FlyNubianBusiness.com. If you are looking to better manage your money, please check out FlyNubianMoney.com. You can always find me, Mary Dean Esquire, online at TheWallStreetLawyer.com. So according to this other article, Ye has been in a much reflective mood recently, and he offered up a Thanksgiving prayer. And I had to click on it because I was very curious to know what was his Thanksgiving prayer. And that, made me love him again a little more, just a little more. So I'm going to read his prayer. And as I read his prayer, we all have celebrated our Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving definitely means something different to people of color, the indigenous people to America, for sure. But it's still a time to be thankful and a time to be reflective of what you are thankful for. So Kanye West says, this Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for the family that my wife has given me. I'm thankful for the life God has given me. And I'm thankful for your time, attention, and patience, he said. So in reading this prayer, the first thought, I mean, his Thanksgiving, the first thing, his Thanksgiving prayer last week, the first thing that comes to my mind is that he definitely wrote this down. This is not off the top of his streaming consciousness where it can be interpreted and where it's incoherent. It's nice. Okay. So all I think about, Kanye West, back to Kanye West's Thanksgiving prayer, all I think about every day is how I get my family back together and how I heal the pain that I've caused. I take accountability for my actions, he said. West continued to explain how his presidential campaign impacted his marriage, revealing that Kardashian was not a fan of his MAGA hat. Good Lord, my wife did not like me wearing the red hat. Being a good wife, she just wanted to protect me and our family. I made me and our family a target by not aligning with Hollywood's political stance, and that was hard for our marriage. Now, that's interesting to me because he says, I'm going to repeat this, good Lord, my wife did not like me wearing the red hat. Being a good wife, she just wanted to protect me and our family. I made me and our family a target by not aligning with Hollywood's political stance, and that was hard for our marriage, he said. Wow, Hollywood is powerful. Hollywood is powerful. He continued, then I ran for president without proper preparation and no allies on either side. I embarrassed my wife in the way that I presented information about our family during the one, and thank you, God, only press conference. All my dad had to say afterwards was, write your speech next time, son. And it sounds like he has taken his father's advice. Can I tell you that Black fathers matter? Black fathers matter. The video also saw him discuss his relationship with religion following on from the release of his album, Jesus is King, and Sunday service sessions. When I got saved, it did not immediately make me a better person. It made me a self-righteous Christian, he said. And from someone who, I am a spiritualist. I am all on the clouds, hanging from the stars, rocking with the big G-O-D. And when he said that, when I got saved, it did not immediately make me a better person. It made me a self-righteous Christian. I said, ouch. Because I am a little guilty of being a spiritual, God-loving snob. Ugh. Because, you know, it makes you powerful. And when you know that kind of power and you walk in that power, I can understand how it makes your head really, really big. But it's not big on ego. It's not big because of money or material things. It's not nothing of this world could give you that kind of confidence. So that was interesting. It made him a self-righteous Christian, he said. Mix that with being rich, famous, and I quote, very, 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 very attractive. And you got a Molotov cocktail ready to be thrown through the window of anyone who ever disagreed with me. I was arrogant with my Jesus. Like I had just got some Jesus at the Gucci store with the stimulus check. I can relate to that. I'm a spiritual snob. I'm a God snob. So I can relate to that. So I thought that was interesting. I'm very curious to know what you thought about his Thanksgiving prayer. I thought it was heartfelt. It was definitely a lot better than what's his face? Travis is definitely a lot better than Travis Scott. Apology, you know. So will he win his family back? Will he win his wife back? If yes, I'm rooting for Kanye West. I'm gonna always root for my brother. I mean, Kanye West. I've been rocking with Kanye West back since Jesus Walks, and my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. Kanye West is a musical genius, and he has blessed us with some gems that when you think about rap music and the fact that rap music today has been weaponized against us. Kanye West is somebody that I always adored. The old Kanye West, used to put it down in the eardrums, and the kind of putting it down that inspired you to get on up. And so I was always a Kanye West fan. It did seem like once he got the Kardashian thing, things started going downhill for him. But will he be redeemed? I'm rooting for you, Kanye West, and it's not just because you're a billionaire either. I'm really rooting for you. So I am going to talk. Let's see. Make sure you hit the share and subscribe button. And if you are looking to grow your business, please check out flynubianbusiness.com. If you are looking to manage your money, please check out flynubianmoney.com. And you can always find me, Mary Dean Esquire, here online at thewallstreetlawyer.com. And I'm going to talk about how did Kanye West become a billionaire? Because I think that that's important, right? How did he actually become a billionaire? And for those of you who are real fans of Kanye West, you know that you followed his music career. You followed him from back in the day. You knew him when he was a part of the Jay-Z crew before he fell out with Jay. And so when you say how did he become a billionaire, it's not, I don't know if it's that how, but what is the recipe, or at least the recipe that he's put out on Forbes. So I'm going to share, let me see this with you. How did Kanye West become a billionaire? Share this so I can. Okay, so how did Kanye West become a billionaire? Let me refresh this so this goes back. See how Kanye West became a billionaire. Okay, because I'm curious, and if there's anything we're going to discuss about the brother, we're going to definitely discuss how he became a billionaire too. One of the world's wealthiest entertainers, Kanye West is worth an estimated $1.8 billion. That went too fast for me, but only a fraction of that is from his music. So, okay. The bulk of West's fortune, $1.5 billion, is from his popular sneaker brand Yeezy, which he owned in its entirety. Filling out his bank account is $160 million in cash and other assets. More than 100 million, more than 100 million of which is from homes in Los Angeles and Wyoming. Okay, so he owns a couple real estate. These properties are filled with some $9.3 million in artwork, $7.6 million in jewelry, $5 million in vehicles, $3.4 million in furniture, and $1 million in livestock. Kanye West owned livestock. Okay, yet royalties from West's music catalog add more millions to his coffers each year, with the publishing rights estimated at $90 million coming in from his publishing catalogs. Very interesting. His portfolio also includes businesses with soon-to-be ex-wife Kim Kardashian West. West has a $64 million stake in her shapewear company Skims. Okay. West's growing e-commerce platform, Yeezy Supply, and forthcoming Yeezy X Gap collaboration will likely keep Yeezy living easy for the years to come. So that is how Kanye West has become a billionaire, which is something to be said about that. And I always talk about, and I mentioned this in my book in blackwallstreet.com, how to build a thriving Black business using the laws of the universe. We talk about I give you a free gift with the book, and it comes with a money map. The money map to freedom. And I talk about planning your goals in four different stages of planning your goals and hitting your goals and whatnot. And once you achieve your success, once you're at the top, you're at the fourth, once you hit your dreams and your bank account just runs over and you have more money than what you know what to do with it. That is when you know you have to give. that is when you should definitely give. That is why your cup runs over, and that's how you can keep yourself with income coming back. The law of giving and receiving, which is another thing I touch on in my book, the law of giving and receiving. So once you get to that level and you have all of these assets, the only thing that you can do is give. The thing that you should be doing is give. The next level, in other words, the next level of evolution for you and your business is to see how many people can you help? How many people can you serve? How can you serve? And my only question for Kanye West at this point that I'm going to leave with is, how can you now serve the Black community? Hashtag #B1. It's a wonderful thing that you were giving back. And look, we even though we was all saying you didn't marry your sister, we ain't nobody gonna knock you for marrying a Kardashian. You do what you do, but you can't ever forget where you come from. And so I wonder if that next level of giving for our dear brother Kanye West, if that's going to include hashtag #B1. Is he's going to take a page out of Dr. Boyce Watkins' book? Is he's going to follow our lead over here at Fly Nubian Queen, how we do things? Because this is the melanated net for melanated people. Like the network, I don't know, one and only, but one of the few networks for melanated people like you. Is Kanye West going to be true to his roots? Will his giving back spill over into the Black community in a way that can make a difference? That is the question I have for you. That's I guess what we shall see. We shall see. I'm gladly to watch. I like where this is going. And make sure you hit the share and subscribe button so other people can see how our dear brother Kanye West made his billions. And until we meet again, have a good night. Goodbye.